people. I'm sitting at the bank right now. Well, I should start off with, hello everybody, my name's Matt Freeman, and I like to talk a lot, and I'm currently sitting at the bank. Ugh, deposit some fucking money in this bank account of mine that's near empty so I can pay my credit card bill. And, I pulled up and there's literally 28 other cars waiting in line for the drive-thru because obviously nothing's open. You can't go inside, so everybody has to do the drive-thru. And there are 3 drive-thru lanes, but everybody's rolling really slow. For some reason, the lane that I'm in is actually moving relatively more quick than everybody else's lane because I pulled up and we do have, because if you're not from Ohio or you don't know, if you don't, or you're not from, or you just haven't realized, First Merit got bought out by Huntington Bank. First Merit Bank got bought out by Huntington Bank, and they changed all First Merit banks into Huntingtons. Where I'm at is a Huntington Bank, was originally a Huntington Bank, but so all other First Merits, which there were a couple First Merit banks in my town, all other First Merits got transformed into Huntington, so there is more than one Huntington in my town, but oh god, I pulled up and there's 28 cars in line, and I called my mom and asked her if she could look up and see if the other banks were open, and she looked them up, and it says that they're open and they're available, but it's one of those things where I was wondering why it's so hot. I forgot my heated seats on. But they, but it's one of those things where the other Huntington that's in town that used to be a First Merit only has 2 drive-through windows, whereas this one's got 3. And so there's no guarantee that if I go there, it's going to be less people. I would think there might be less because this is the main branch, so more people probably show up to this place than the other one, just because, like I said, this is my bank, this is where I've always gone, so this is where I naturally go if I gotta deposit money. But seems like obviously everybody else is coming here, but the car that as soon as I got here, I pulled into the parking spot, and the car that would have been behind me if I would have pulled in line just now made it to the window. So I probably sat in the parking lot for like 10-15 minutes prior to then getting in line, and I'm only 2 cars behind that car. So hopefully this won't take forever, but still the fact of, like, they say you can't go inside because they want to keep this whole Rona down and they don't want people being in contact with each other. So instead of that, now we all have to go to a drive-thru and we all have to use the same sucky thing where you put your money and shit inside of it, it sucks it up, and then it goes inside the building, and then that's how they do the transaction. So now everybody's hands are all over the same shit. Now I have Purell in my car, but I would sure as hell hope that they're hopefully wiping this fucking thing down as it's coming in, because that means that the bank teller, not only am I touching what the bank teller's touching, I'm touching the same thing that 800 other people have pulled up and touched. It just doesn't seem very unsanitational if that's what you're trying to stop. Also doesn't help that my car's out of gas. Well, it's not completely out of gas, but I'm sitting at a mere 1/8 of a tank, and I'm doing a whole lot of just sitting here and waiting in line, so hopefully I can make it. I mean, I'm not really that worried I'll make it to the gas station, but I gotta sit here and wait and hopefully make it to the gas station, and then I also have to go buy cigarettes because of course I'm out of cigarettes. But after all this bullshit of running around, my father did something that he's never done before, or I don't think he would have ever done before, because they found a baby turtle that's literally like this big around, like a tiny little baby turtle, that they found, and at his job. Definitely not supposed to be there for 2 reasons. A, it's a there's a place full of machinery, not like factory machines. He works for the street department, so he's got like excavators and backhoes, and just large machinery, and so it's not a safe place for a baby turtle to be. And secondly, the type of turtle that it actually isn't even one that's like naturally from Ohio. So that means that somebody either had some turtles that they let loose and they ended up surviving and mating, or somebody let a bunch of baby turtles go, which either way just seems really fucked up. So they found this baby turtle that's not supposed to be in Ohio. Like, it can be kept as a pet in Ohio, it's just not supposed to be living naturally outside in Ohio. And he texted me and sent me a picture of it this morning, and then he asked me if I wanted it, which that was the part where I was very impressingly surprised that my dad asked me if I wanted to keep it, because I love animals. I love taking care of animals. I have a dragon, a bearded dragon, and I have a few other assorted pets on top of my dog and everything like that. But just usually when I get pets, my dad usually gets all mad because I'm filling up my room full of pets. And so I was really impressed to have him ask me if I wanted it, but obviously I do. So I got myself a baby turtle. Hopefully all this transactions and whatnot don't take me all fucking day, because the sooner that I can get home, the sooner I can look up the kind of turtle that it is, and then I can find out if it's like an aquatic turtle, if it's just a regular turtle that just, obviously they'll need water, but I just need to figure out how much water I'm supposed to supply the thing, like if it needs water to swim around in, or if it just needs water because it needs to drink the water. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what kind of turtle it is, because I was told through the text what kind of turtle it was, but I don't remember, and obviously I can't show you the picture of it because it's on my phone that I'm currently recording on. But I figured I'm going to be starting posting a lot more videos. Like, I've been live streaming every single night, so if anybody's watching this who hasn't showed up to the live streams, I've been live streaming every single night from 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I might even change those times to being 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. instead of that, just because that way there's a lot of people that don't show up or can't show up because they either go to bed because they got to get up for work in the morning at 10 o'clock or whatnot. So if I make an hour earlier, it might actually allow more people to show up for the streams and all that, but we will have to obviously see if I for sure change that or not. But yeah, we have been streaming for 2 hours. We're currently on the road to 500 subscribers. I am the type of person, I hate to beg. It's what it feels like, but I hate to beg for subscribers. But I'm only 28 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. I really want to do one badass 500 subscriber video. So I'm like super excited for that milestone to come, because I'm only 28 subscribers away from it. So I would encourage anybody who is watching this that isn't subscribed to please subscribe, and or if you already are subscribed, to possibly share, my channel with other people and, your friends, family, on social media, whatever. Just kind of get the word out and hopefully push us over that 500 subscribers mark, so I can make a badass 500 subscribers video for you all. And on top of that, I have some other really awesome videos coming out with other people in them that will and continue to be on my channel more often. But I'm having slight issues with my editor, not like a person, but my physical video editing software is having issues, and for some reason I can get the videos to come up on the editor, but it has no sound, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, I've been doing everything I can to fix it, besides like calling the company themselves, if they are even open due to all this Rona. and I'm just trying to figure it out on my own, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get those posted soon. I really hope they get posted soon, because on May 16th I'll be heading down south, and we will be doing a lot of riding dirt bikes, four-wheelers, go-karts, and three-wheelers. And some of those videos that I'd like to post are the videos of the three-wheeler and the dirt bike being fixed and worked on and stuff, so I just wish that I could get those up before I post any videos of actually riding them, so that way people understand what it is they're actually watching, where these things came from, stuff like that. So I've only got, what is it, today's the 5th, so I've only got like 10 days to be able to get those uploaded before I'll be out of town doing all this writing, which doesn't mean I couldn't record them and just wait, but obviously when you record new videos, you kind of want to get them posted as soon as possible, and so we are just trying to see what we can do. Wow, look at this. I'm surprised that this hasn't been the most horrible wait. It's currently been 12 minutes since I started the video, but I've been sitting here for, say, an extra 5 minutes or so before that, so it's been probably about 15 minutes that I've been sitting here, and now I'm the next car in line. So I will be pausing the video, obviously, when I pull up, and when I pull up to the bank thing. Then I gotta drive and go get cigarettes, because I buy cigarettes not at gas stations, because gas stations charge, like Circle K gas station where I'm gonna go get gas, they charge more money for cigarettes than if I go to the drive-thru. I'm not really sure how exactly that works, but they charge like 25 cents more for cigarettes there than they do. They charge 25 cents more at the gas station than they do at the drive-thru per pack. So I'll go to the drive-thru next, which is just a jaunt down the road, and then after that I'll be going to the gas station. I don't want to make this video too long, but it's probably going to be a 20 or 25 minute video probably if I keep up the way I'm going. So yeah, so I guess what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to pause it, because I'll be pulling up into the bank thing here shortly, and then after that I will be back with you when we are going to get cigarettes. Yeah. So that was really funny. I mean, literally, it took me 2 minutes. Pulled up, put my money in, sent it to them, they sent it back to me, and now I'm leaving. But it was actually really funny, because the woman said, that they were doing as best they can to get through everybody they could. And I told her, I was like, realistically, I've only been sitting here for about 10 minutes. But I think you guys are doing a fantastic job. I've been super impressed by how fast you guys went through. I mean, obviously, I was kind of complaining about sitting there, but, I'm not going to fucking yell at the bank tellers that have, no option. Like, they can only do as much as they can do. And, she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." She's like, "You have no idea how many people have yelled at us and told us we're taking too long and all this other stuff." I was like, dude, no way. I was like, don't listen to those people. I was like, everybody's got to be a freaking negative Nancy. And I was like, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much for what you're doing. I appreciate you and everything that you're doing. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." She's like, "You're on speaker so everybody in here can hear you, and you have no idea how happy you just made all of us." Like, yeah, because I'm a nice person. Like, who the fuck yells at a bank teller for going too slow when there's like 400 people in line? Like, that just makes me mad. Like, that people are assholes like that. But that's what you're gonna get with all this fucking Rona, and everybody thinks that they're got fucking top-notch priority. Oh, well, I shouldn't need to be sitting at the bank for this long. It's like, well, fucking suck a D, okay? Okay, that was a bit scary. My transmission just slipped. Really, it's not transmission. There's an underlying problem with this truck that it sometimes pops the linkage, which anybody that knows anything about vehicles will understand it, but there's linkage underneath its transmission linkage that slips. Sometimes it thinks it's in drive, and then sometimes you hit a bump and all of a sudden it pops out of drive and goes into neutral and then pops back into drive because the linkage is fucked up. So just a little bit of a small issue needs to be fixed, but yeah. Oh my gosh, why is there always a fucking... These Budweiser trucks, they are so stupid the way that they park, man. They're so dumb. They park so close to the drive-thru that it's almost nearly impossible to fit to get back into the drive-thru. We got a blind spot of a tree blocking my way, but I'm thinking there's no way coming anyways. Now into the drive-thru. To not hopefully hit the Budweiser guy. Purchase cigarettes to then to the gas station. Yeah, squeeze way over here. Squeeze. Howdy, could I get 3 packs of Marlboro Red 100s, please? There's $2 and 20. Thank you. You too. That was easy in and out. See? That's twice. Now, obviously, like I said, I kind of had to wait for like 10 minutes or so before I could get into the bank. But once I got in, it took me a minute or two. I was in and out. Now we went to the drive-thru. We were in and out. Now we are off to get gasolina. Hey, gasolina. Which means I get to make an abrupt left, I almost said right turn, which would have put me in a person's yard, but I make an abrupt left turn here. Cut all the way through my town to be able to go to the gas station. You guys might in a second, which I mean I've showed this off before, and it's not the most glorious thing in the world, I'll admit, but if you see that yellow house right there, my steering wheel's kind of covered, this house that's right here. This is the house that my carpentry class built when I was in high school. I like to show it off just because it's a little bit of a proud moment of like, you know, I built it, and so I get to show it off like, yeah, motherfucker, this is my house. Oh man, this is actually, even though it really doesn't look too bad, you guys can't really tell too much from what you're looking at and everything, but this is actually the absolute worst part of town. From this road down all the way to my house is the bad section of town, which, you know, I live in actually a really nice neighborhood, but the south end of town is where the hoodlums and the gangsters and the druggies and all those people live, because these houses are as old as this town is, and they are and then you go up north, up to the north end of town, and you got all the rich people. Oh man, my tranny just did it again. Every time I hit a hill, my linkage shifts out of place, and it's not all the time, it's just doing it today, and I think it's because, so the way you get away with it to get the linkage to work, because it's definitely not working and it needs fixed, but it's a thing where it can work and it has no damage to the car if it does it, but you need to actually be, when you get in the car, you have to shift past drive, and so like you have to pass drive and go to like third or second, and then you shift back into drive, and it gets all the linkage in place, and then everything works. But when I got in the car to go to the bank, to try to kind of do it in somewhat of a hurry, I just shifted into drive and left, so that's why it's slipping, because I didn't go past drive like I was supposed to to get the linkage to go into place. So every time I hit a hill, either going up or down, or I hit a really big bump, my linkage pops and it goes into neutral because it thinks that it's like in between drive and neutral at this moment. Oh, look at these old people walking together, a wife and a husband walking down the street together. What cuteness. Oh. It's actually really funny the amount of like how the division of my town set up. Like, you have the south end of town is where all the poor people live. You get to where I'm at now, which is like the center of town, and this is like middle class. So you got people that have like alright houses. They're really not too bad looking houses. Some people spend all their money on their houses, but they have some shitty looking cars, and some people here have some decently shitty-ish looking houses, but they have some really nice cars. And like that guy had a shitty-ish looking car, or shittiest looking house, but had a really fucking nice bass boat. And then, like I said, then you head to the north end of town, which I will not be going to, and then you're in all the rich people that have houses that sit on like 10 acres, and the fucking house itself sits on like 5 acres, and all this other stuff. So did I miss the... Oh, gasolina. This school is so fucking ridiculous, dude. Where I'm driving right now, I'd be inside of my old high school if it was still here. Like, they tore it down 2 years after I graduated high school. They tore down my old high school and built this massive high school. You can't see it because of the angle of the camera, but this new high school that they got is fucking... It's a quarter of a mile from one end to the other. So literally, if you have to walk from one end of the high school to the other to get to class, like if your locker was on the far side and the class was on the complete other side, you'd literally walk a quarter of a mile just to get across the high school. It's ridiculously big, and like I said, so because of the way they did it was they left the old high school and they built the new high school behind the old high school. So that way they could still have classes and the school could still be open. And then once the new high school got built and was completely finished, then they destroyed the old high school, and and then obviously everybody was in the new high school. And so because of that, they put all the roads, all the driveway for the schools and everything all go right through where the old high school was. So it's so weird to me to drive through there because I know that I'd be inside of the high school where I'm driving, but the high school's obviously not there anymore. And then the middle school is right next to it. That's what I just drove in front of now. It's also massive, but I went to that middle school. It was brand new when I went to it. So obviously it's not brand new anymore, but it's still really nice. But actually, I'm almost here at the gas station. I gotta simply run inside and give the people my money so I can fill up on gasolina, and almost kind of feel like I smell coolant, which is a bit of a sketchy situation, but yeah, besides that, I'm gonna go. Hopefully they won't bitch at me for not having a mask or anything, because I don't have a mask to go inside, but whatever. I think they'll be okay with the fact I'm literally going to walk inside and hand them $20 and then walk back outside and fill up my gas tank. But, yeah, I hope everybody here enjoyed this small adventure we've just taken together on my trip to the bank to get cigarettes, and then finally, now here at Circle K to receive gasolina. But, hey, look, it was 25 minutes, just like I call it. Anyways, if you guys like this video, a like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, I'd please ask you to subscribe, so that way we can get up to 500 subscribers, finally. And if you're already part of the channel, you can share the video and show other people how exciting our channel is. And, besides all of that, I love all your faces, and I will see you guys for the next exciting adventure with Matt Freeman. Dun dun dun! My name's Matt Freeman. I like to talk a lot, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.